Hi, this is Denise with PaperKraftD, and I'm here today to share with you an updated Etsy listing for my 2023 planner inserts. And these are the inserts that I use in my own personal planner. In this listing, there will be a monthly overview for the entire year and 12 January through December monthly planner inserts, as well as an insert for taking notes. Okay, so the monthly planner has the date on the front and a place for notes. You open it up and there is a year at the glance. So it has all the months, it has all the days across the top, and then in each box you can see that there's a very faint day. So January starts on a Sunday and it ends on a Tuesday, and it goes through the 31st. So this is really nice just for tracking, or just if you want to see, the entire year and kind of map out your vacation schedules or things like that. So it's just very easy. And each month has a full 2-page spread, and there's a little place for notes on the side here. And then there is a place for notes for each month as well. This goes all the way through December. And there's a place for December notes right in front. And this is really nice for, if you have something that okay, I have to change the filters. I want to remember to change my filters every November. And so you can just write yourself notes here, that type of thing. Or if you have appointments coming up that aren't yet scheduled, but you want to schedule them, you can write yourself a reminder then. And then there's a notes section at the very back of the insert, and this is really good for like the following year. So for 2023, you might want to write yourself, notes of appointments that you have scheduled in January or February, but you don't yet have your inserts printed for that. Okay, all right, and then each month has its own insert, and so this is an example of January. We're coming up through December 31st. January begins on a Sunday. Tells you what month we're in here. This is January. And it has all 7 days of the week have the same real estate, which is nice because a lot of planners combine the weekend. And oftentimes our weekends are our most busy days, honestly, with kids and whatnot. And you open it up. There's a to-do list here. There's some real estate for just general note-taking. There's an area for tracking your top things. These can be all sorts of stuff. Your steps. It can be for your, medication. It can be for social media posting, that type of thing. You can track anything you want there. There are 10 slots of things you can track every week. And then this opens up and there's a note section here. Okay, so you go through this. Every week has its own to-do and notes section in it, just like that. I'm going to skip back to the back. All right, so this is the end of the month, ends on the 31st, and then we're going into February. Again, opens up. And then at the very back is a month-long tracker. And you can take the things that you've been tracking each week and transfer them here and kind of get, an overview of, what you've been tracking for the entire month. You can track entirely different things back here. It's entirely up to you, whatever you want to track. But it's just really a handy system so that, every month you have like a monthly tracker. And then this is a general notes section in the back. Okay, and included in with these inserts is a notes insert. And I just want to show you that the notes insert prints out, has very faint gray dots on it, and it is a full sheet of gray dots. It goes from, you know, corner to corner. It's not just the size of the B6 planner. It's not just 5x7 fold out. So you could use this, you know, in journals. You could use it for other things if you just want a nice grid background. And the nice thing about this is, I don't know if you can see it, but it's double-sided. If you, when you print it out and you flip it on the short side, it lines up perfectly. So the dots, so for example, you know, this dot here, I'm just gonna, as a for example, lines up perfectly with the same dot on the opposite side. I don't know if you can see that. So, you know, if you do shine the light through it, it's not like you're going to have an echo of the dots. So, and that is harder to do than you might think. So I'm going to actually be listing this paper separately in a separate listing as well, but you do get this as part of, you know, the insert for the Etsy listing for the planner. So, but there are people that might be interested in this dot paper who aren't necessarily interested in planner inserts, aren't you know, don't use this kind of planning system. Okay, so you get this really beautiful dotted grid insert, and you get that along with the year of months, and then each month has a weekly spread. So you get a total of 14 inserts in this listing. All right. I did want to show you what these inserts look like. This is my personal planner. Zoom out just ever so slightly. Okay, so this is my personal planner. I have this set up for the fall. I've got I've made this cover where I can change the inserts in here for the season. But this is my 2022 planner. Here's my year at a glance. I didn't really use this very much this year, but you can see, you know, I've got, I mean, some years I use it more than others. You know, so here's my, and then I put a little post-it with the current month that we're in. We're clearly not in June, but you know, you get the idea. And then I've got October, November, and December. I think these are my inserts from 2021 because we're in October 2022 right now. I just printed them off, so I don't have, you know, them with covers ready to go. But I made these covers for them. You can use that or not. You can put the first page on a thicker cardstock if you like, but you can see I've got, you know, all these different things that I have, and I also have this little writing surface, you know, where you can use that. But you know, you can, these are really, I really love the way these work. They're great inserts, and I use them a lot. And then this is my notes section. My my notes, I printed them off with yellow dots, grid dots, but the one in the kit comes with gray dots just because they're more, it's more neutral, it can go with anything. And then I use this little writing surface back here, or the nice thing is you can just, you know, in my setup, because it's a TN style, I can actually take this entire thing out. I can take it with me. If I'm going on a trip, you know, and you know, I want to just take the current month, or I want to take the whole, you know, year at a month, I can take those out. You know, so it's just, it's really really a great system. I really do love these inserts, and I do use them regularly. Sometimes I use them less than others just because I haven't, my life isn't as busy some months as it is on others. So, and like life happens, we all get behind on things, but it does help me stay organized. So I do really like these planners, these planner inserts. And I'm curious, are you a planner girl, or guy? Do you use these? Do you think that, you would use something like this, or do you need something different? I'm certainly open to, designing, different kinds of inserts. I've designed these. I've sold a couple, but not that many, but I don't mind because I use them myself. So, I'm going to design them. I'm going to update them yearly anyway. I wouldn't design a different style unless I knew people were definitely interested in a different style, because I'll say it's very labor intensive. Doing this every year is very, very labor intensive. So I guess I'd have to know that people were interested in something different, and before I started putting time and energy into designing a different insert. So anyhow, with all that said, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Leave me a comment in the comment section below. I will have links for this Etsy listing in the description box, as well as the listing I'm going to be putting for just this notes paper, because I think it would be really useful for journalers too, not just planners. And I'm also going to include the video that shows how you print and cut, assemble these monthly inserts, because there is a little trick to it, to make sure that everything, lines up properly. But it's, once you get it down, it's really very simple. I like to sit and watch YouTube videos and do it. And just do it all in one sitting. It's pretty easy. And I'll also include a couple other links for videos where I've used different printables to decorate my planner and show you how I do that. So this is like an example of an insert that I've created, and this is a writing board. So, it's just a firmer surface for writing on. So anyhow, again, hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up. Leave me a comment in the comment section below. And if you feel so inclined, please subscribe to my channel. I'd love to develop a community and a relationship with journalers and planners as well. Again, this is Denise with PaperKraftD, and craft on.